What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy OG9 for Venice, aka Venice, here with some more Dark Souls 3. We are about to enter the Grand Archives. We just fought the Dragon Slayer armor. Honestly, isn't a tough battle, but depending on what weapon you're using, definitely can change the outcome. I changed back to a katana, which I'm most comfortable with, my favorite weapons, and I ended up kicking his ass. We are going to play. This is a more difficult area, and it's actually really in depth. There's a lot of dead ends and secret areas. We're probably not going to cover all of them, but yeah, this was my favorite place in game to invade because I really learned the whole area. I learned the best places to kind of like hide and ambush groups of people, online players. You know, be me versus 3, 4 other dudes, and I would win by just outmaneuvering and tricking them and outsmarting them by being so familiar with the area and setting traps and all this and that. So, anyways, I need to open this door before I can do anything with this world. So I actually got that key by searching this body right here. I accidentally did that off camera, so I apologize, but that's where I got that from. I'm gonna place down my summon sign in case anyone wants my assistance. Otherwise, we're just gonna make our way through the game. So you'll remember them. If I wanted to, which I wish we were live chatting so I could really get an answer from you. But we could technically also invade in this world, so why not try some of those while I'm making progression? I think that sounds fun. There's the dude that doesn't come down unless I go to him. Here's an area with an item that you're gonna want. Now you don't want these dudes to splash that hook on you. Because it's like a wax. Wow, he almost killed me. It's like a wax that will slow you down. But in order to prevent that, you can dunk your head in some wax. Some of the same wax that they would throw on you. So we're gonna go this way because I see an item. I have to go this way anyway at some point. But there's also a path that way we'll get to in a second. I'm just gonna take the more strategic route. Here's a couple items, including a crystal lizard. 2 crystal lizards, actually. Get it. Oh, wow. Wow. Get him. Those hands actually will curse you as well, so you don't want to be near them for too long. I got lucky there. So here's an item. And it's very hidden. But here's a lever. And if you're not looking around, you wouldn't even realize that that lever actually opens this door right here. So we check chains behind, so it's not a mimic. Now I have witch's locks, which is technically just another whip. sometimes if you can't find a world to invade, you just kind of want to cancel and reuse it. Doesn't mean you're necessarily going to find one right away, but it kind of like refreshes you searching. Okay. So I'm being attacked from above. So before I do anything, I want to go above and attack whatever's hit me with projectiles. Oh, I'm located. Oh. So no matter what, in any situation, you kind of want to pay attention to this. But you want to know with full stamina how many attacks, how many swings you can get off. So I'm going to go over here really quick where I'm protected. My stamina's full, and I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get 5 swings off of that before I lose my stamina. So technically, in my head, I'm gonna always assume that I'm gonna also be evading an enemy, meaning dodging. That takes stamina. So if I have 5 swings altogether before I run out of stamina, realistically, I kind of only want to use 4 swings, so that I always have that one bit of stamina to evade if I need to. Sometimes you also don't realize that you're running up to enemies, which takes stamina. So if you do that, you're also going to be low on stamina, meaning less swings. Damn. So I want to kill this crystal sage first because they're harassing us. Wow, he would have killed me if... Insane. I almost just got killed. Not worried about all this just yet because I want to get to this crystal sage. So he's hitting me with projectiles. He's harassing me the most out of anything here. So... Dead. Now I no longer have to worry about them. They don't respawn. I got a crystal staff from them. As well, you might not notice because it's kind of hidden, but there's a lever right here. Opens up, obviously a secret area, but the secret area also leads to, over here, which we already were just at. So this is where I was when I said that I wanted to go up first to get the enemy that was shooting us with projectiles. Did that. So now, this is super important. Now, if you see where my weapon is, where my head is pointing, the bookshelf just lowered when I lowered that lever, so I want to go back there and investigate that. Before we do that, let's go this way because this just kind of makes sense. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch out to my cat ring because that eliminates fall damage to a degree. And I'm gonna drop off onto here. Gonna grab this item, nice Titanite scale, and now my goal is to drop onto that shelf kind of over there. So what you want to do is get in this corner, start running, usually try to jump, but even if you don't, like you saw I did right there, I just ran and fell off. Didn't lose any health because I have the cat ring on, and now I'm at another secret area. Got the Avalon, which is a crossbow. It's almost like an automatic crossbow. Nothing else here, but I can go this way. I can grab this item. Come down here, there's two enemies that I'll have to eventually face either way. You'll see why soon enough. So we're gonna drop down here. Gonna climb back up here. You know what? I don't think that I'm gonna get any invasions. So what I'm gonna do is run down here really quick, and I hope you don't feel like this is wasting your time. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna place a summon sign in case anyone needs help. Or just want somebody to play with. So we're actually going to make a whole circle one more time, unfortunately. I knew you were alive somewhere. I forgot they're hanging on the ceiling. Alright, so go this way really quick. There's a knight. So now if you sneak up on this knight and get a backstab on him, which I didn't do. Kind of don't want to do that because he'll fall off the ledge, and if he drops an item, which he usually does, you would not get it because it would be down wherever he fell. So we cleared this out. We went. Oh, so we gotta go up here really quick. Let me show you something else. Also switch my rings back to Sun Princess rings. So I'm constantly filling up my health. So got me a nice Titanite scale. But as you can see right now I can't run. And that's because he covered me in like that wax. But it has a pretty short effect, so I'm already better. This right here has gates, so you would kind of wonder why, like, why would there be gates there, blah blah blah. Didn't need to heal. Should have saved it. So something else Frost does is it messes with your stamina. Your stamina recovery is way slower. Now I got the 4 Outrider set. And I'm not gonna lie, let's check it out really quick because unfortunately this doesn't do more, it's not better. I was gonna say if it's in any way better than what we're using right now, we'll switch to it, but it's not. So we're gonna continue on. This is another secret area. I just got a sorcery. So I'm not a sorcery build, so I don't need it, but maybe you are. And I know I'm kind of selective. I'm picking and choosing when I decide to show you guys the secret area. For the most part, I've been showing secret areas, or at least the direction of secret areas. I just haven't been, so we're gonna go this way first. I haven't necessarily been investigating or showing you a full tour of them. But I've been trying my best to at least show you where they are. So this is another shortcut. That's the entrance that I was just at. There's that ladder. And I wanted to do this first because we're gonna go up here. We're gonna lower this because that's what we do. And you might not have noticed, but there's this gap in between this so we're gonna take advantage of that. And we also have to do one other thing after this. So there's a knight there. Gonna wait for him to get closer to us so we can plunge attack him, which is a heavy attack. Okay, so he's deciding not to walk the whole way. I knew I was gonna die. I panicked. What's that? Death number 8? Oh, I'm gonna place my summon time back down. Although this place doesn't seem too active. This time around, I'm not worried about doing the silly plunge attack on this guy. Doesn't do much of a difference. And actually, I have to come this way anyway. Because I opened this lever where the chain is behind, so I don't have to worry. And I got a Titanite slab, which I need to level up my weapon. So that's good. I'm gonna heal up. I'm gonna switch to the Lloyd's sword ring. And what that does is when my health is full, I do more damage to enemies. So I'm trying to backstab him, which is getting me killed. So let me heal up, get him in a better area, and you're about to be... Yo. Insane. Dude is not a hard fight. It's just in such a tight area, I can't fucking... Oh my god. He's gonna kill me again. Bitch. So at least I'm up here and I can take a second to fucking breathe. I don't know why he was so hard. Well, realistically, I do know why he was so hard to kill. In a tight area, he's got a big ass shield blocking. Okay. Not worried about them really because I gotta get back to the bonfire anyway to heal. Replenish all my items and shit. We are at 20 minutes, not bad. Shit. I don't think we're gonna get to the next boss in this episode. I don't know. We'll see. Fought them already, so I'm not gonna fight them again. We didn't make the rookie move. We have the lift already down here. Helps us out a lot. It also helps when you're invading other worlds in PvP, because if you're getting chased and you already have a lift down and you know it's down, if you have like 10 feet ahead of you, you get on that lift first, it starts going up, and everybody that's chasing you has to wait for the fucking lift to come back down, so you have plenty of time to escape. So I've definitely taken enough time here, so I'm kind of just gonna speed run through all this shit. So I still haven't switched out my rings that I'm not using, which is annoying. Come this way just to kind of show you what's about to happen here. See, Katana's just so much better. It's just faster. Faster, you get like 1 or 2 more hits off. So this is a secret area I'm probably not going to go through. But you can drop down here, and there's stuff that you can, items you can grab that I don't need. Wow. So you have to be careful with these big enemies, because... And he just killed himself. Simply them... Maybe he didn't kill himself, but simply them just crashing into... Can literally knock you off of guys are reckless to keep jumping off this shit. I don't need to kill them, so I'm not worried about it. If he jumps back up here, I'll fight him though. Titanite chunk. We're gonna get 2 more gargoyles over here that we're not really worried about. They've got nothing for me. Item over here. I have an enemy. And here's a shortcut. So I don't know if you remember or recognize this little area, because I ran past it really fast. But there was a chest right there, which you can kind of see where my head is. And I ran past, went up the stairs, and made my way outside. Ran for like 10 seconds, and then there was a gargoyle that I fought. So this is a trick. Sometimes people trick you and tell you that there's illusory walls or whatever, but they're lying. Here I'm gonna use one of my embers, because this is actually a pretty difficult fight. So I have 3 NPCs to fight. And if I'm honest with you, I could probably trick them. So let's try to trick them. This was also a shortcut that I needed. It's brought me back to the bonfire. So now I'm gonna go back out. Damn. Trying to get him to fall off. But it's not working. I think if there's another ladder anywhere. They're really not hard fights. I don't need to kill them for anything. They're just gonna give me the items that they have on them, basically. Like the axe, the staff, probably. Didn't mean to do that. But again, once you play this game enough times, like, start learning ways to make this game so much easier, including just going somewhat, blocking myself between a gate where I could hit these dudes and they can't hit me. Not necessarily that they can't hit me, but it'd be a lot harder. Killed one. Oof. I promise this is my first time ever doing this. I just think this is funny. We're at 28 minutes, so we have a half an hour. So actually, I didn't think we would make it to the next boss fight. We 100% will. Alright, so I'm gonna lower this just to lower it. The gun's coming with you. Whoa, 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 whoa. And I'm dead. Love when it's just the sorcerer left. You just bully him. Oh. Then you get parried by a fucking sorcerer, like what the hell. So I got those items from them. This area is now cleared out. There's one area I didn't show you, but it's really not important. So I'm not going to. While the lift's coming up, I'm going to show you a secret area that we're not going to hit. But you basically can come up there. You see this staircase. Go up that tower. You can see right by my head there's an item. Some enemies that are pretty cool. But I don't need anything from there, so we're just going to continue making progression. Before anything, I want to go replenish my Estus because I have 9 out of the 13 that I could have. And it just makes sense. So unfortunately, nobody's needed my assistance. was hoping somebody was gonna want some help, but it is what it is. Yeah, so we're 30 minutes in, not bad. We made it basically through this area. I definitely didn't show you like two slightly big areas that would have taken like about 5 minutes each to showcase. So yeah. But before we do anything else, if you look down that way, that's the drag. That bridge is where we fought Dragon Slayer armor. And if you look the furthest you can, you see the red coned towers. Those are that's where we started the game. So once again, this game is just so sick. Here I'm gonna run through all of this shit because it's just, as you can see. And believe me, it doesn't get easier. Good thing for iframes. So we're gonna run all the way up here and hope that they don't chase me. They usually do. And if they do... Oh my god. Oh, that was annoying. So at least I got the door open. I'm trying to think. Okay. So I want to attempt something. I made a rookie move. I want to attempt something before I go back inside that and back upside and up those stairs that you just saw me go up. I think there's a shortcut that I can unlock that I would much appreciate unlocking, so that I don't have to run through all this shit again, because that really is like 20 enemies and then like 5 or 4 actually serious enemies that can fuck me up on their own before a pretty big moment. So like, if I can help myself out in any way, I'm gonna. Look how cool this castle. It's a cool castle, but it looks kind of weird also. Or at least at the tip. Oh my gosh, there's no way I die, there's no way I die, there's no way I die, there's no way I die. Bitches. So now technically this is another shortcut. I don't know if you remember, but this brings me outside. This brings me to Lotte Castle. But right out here is where I fought Dragon Slayer armor. I had brought you over here and it told you that the contraption didn't work. Talking about this lift. So I actually have something to show you. So we're gonna let this lift go up. And again, we have a secret lift. I didn't find out about this lift until like 1,000 hours into the game. I didn't look up any spoilers or anything, so I just, like, you know, genuinely randomly found this one day and it blew my mind. It's very cool. Here's an item. Got me another Titanite slab. So that reminds me, we're gonna go up this lift. We're gonna go to the Firelink Shrine. and then we're gonna go to the Filing Shrine so that we can upgrade our weapon, and then we will continue making progression. So while I level up my weapon, I'm just gonna eat some chips. So I'll be quiet for 5 seconds, but yeah, I'll be here.
Ah, how may I? Ashen One.
Ah, well met. What needs smithing? Pretty be careful. I know that.
Alright. Grab a drink for 5 seconds, although I'm confused. I forgot where I put my drink. try not I try not to drink soda and stuff, but I'm not gonna pretend that I don't drink sugary products. But usually I'll try to buy like Kool-Aid, either packs or just like the tub of Kool-Aid. And see where we are, right? So that was a lot easier than having to run through all that shit and fight those Jews. But yeah, basically I just buy some Kool-Aid. Probably should try to level up really quick. Packets, sugar, and I'll make Kool-Aid, but I'll put it in like 20-ounce bottles, and then put it in the freezer, and let it get like almost. I let it get slush. Oh, it's so good. All right, huh? Give me 1 second. I don't remember if there's any NPC signs over here. All right, there are. We have 19 minutes left.
Oh dear. Another dogged contender. Welcome, unkindled one, purloiner of cinders. Mind you, the mantle of Lord interests me none. The fire-linking curse, the legacy of lords, let it all fade into nothing. You've done quite enough. Now have your rest. Dear brother, I'm on my way. My brother, unyielding sword of Lothric's prince. Rise if you would, for that is our curse.
There's about to be a whole lot of Estus. First try though. It's been a long time since I fought that boss. That's technically like the end of boss. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah. So just want to double check. I know there aren't any items back here. So yeah, we're gonna go to the Firelink Shrine. So now we've killed all Lords of Cinder. There were 5 Lords of Cinder, and on top of that we killed, you know, some other miscellaneous, random, some unimportant, some still important to the lore bosses and such that have alliances with the Lords of Cinder. But so now, after I've killed each and every one of those lords, I collected their ashes. These are their thrones. I need to place... That was a great attempt. I need to place their ashes on their thrones for it to technically be considered, I guess, them on their throne. Which is what we needed. They needed to all be on their throne for the next part of this world's, just looking around real quick, my bad. But yeah, for the next events in this world to transpire, we need all Lord of Cinders ashes to be placed. So this one is the last boss we just fought. That's theirs. Then there's, I know I said there's 5. This is the 4th one. I believe that's Yorm. And 2 things. One, you see the Firekeeper down there walking towards the bonfire. But as well, this is the 5th Lord of Cinder. He,
All that unkindled, and a seeker of lords. I am Ludleth of Corland. Look not in bewilderment as I say. I linked the fire long ago, becoming the Lord of Cinder. If substantiation be thy want, set thine eyes upon my charred corse. This sad cadaver, no need to be coy. Have a closer look. Oh, belike it is a transposing kiln in thy possession. Seen better days, but methinks it shall suffice. Now, bring to me a twisted soul. Transposition is the art of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. Thy purpose is to seek lords and slay them. What's to fear in a little transposition now?
so basically, every time I kill a Lord of Cinder, or a boss in general, but more specifically a Lord of Cinder, I get their soul. If I bring their soul to him, he'll basically change it into a weapon for me, which is pretty cool. So we've made all the progression that we can on the base game, outside of what we're about to do right now, and talk
The
to...
5 lords sit their 5 thrones, all thanks to thee, most worthy of lords. Ashen One, with the lords as thy witness, bend thy knee afore the bonfire's coiled sword, and let the lord's embers acknowledge thee as their true heir, a true lord, fit to link the fire. Very well, then take nourishment.
Damn.
Ashen One.
Alright, I believe I have a soul that I can use right now. Just one. I'm going to use it.
Ashen
And I'm
One,
going to try to
let the
level up
true
one more time.
Very
Just
well,
I'm
then
not going to be able
take
to.
no.
Yep, it's all good.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames. Noble lords of Cinder. The fire fades. And the lords go without thrones. Surrender your fires to the true heir. Let him grant death to the old gods of Lordran, deliverers of the first flame.
Alright, if you thought the game is over, nope, not just yet. Not just yet. So we're gonna make our way outside of here. But that was cool, right? So, I don't think I like that bonfire. Let me touch this. No, I don't need, so I'm good. But yeah, basically the five lords didn't want to give up their fires because that would have ended the cycle that we're currently in of the world. They liked how it was because they were all technically in control of their own parts of the land, so they refused to do what they were supposed to do. Because of that, I had to kill them all, obtain their souls, and by the end you see that they gave me their flames, their cinders, which they're lords of cinder, since they no longer are the lords. I am the true lord of cinder. But much love to you all. We are going to end the video here. We are at 56 minutes, and what's coming next is going to take more than 4 minutes. So yeah, appreciate you all for being here. I appreciate you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you watched this whole series completely through and through. I hope you at some point want to play not just Dark Souls 3, but all of the games, because there's genuinely so many. Between Elden Ring, Dark Souls 2, there's Dark Souls 3, there's Sekiro, there's Bloodborne, there's Armored Core, which is similar but different. There's tons of games that were heavily influenced by Dark Souls, such as Lies of P, Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers, Kazan, The Last Berserker, and many other games, Wukong, many other games. It's worth checking out. I mean, I'm showing you guys, we're really just dipping the tip of our heads into this game by me beating this game the way that I did, because there's so much lore behind it, there's so many other areas, there's DLCs that we didn't touch, and we can, but I just wanted to do a quick through and through playthrough of Dark Souls 3, so I had it on my YouTube channel because it's my favorite game ever, so I just had to do it. Love you all. I hope you have a great night, great week. It's Monday, so hopefully you had a good day today. Hopefully kick the rest of the week's ass. Hang out with some family. Make sure you drink your water, get some sun, exercise. Just try to be a positive person in general. Good things will happen to you. Stay safe. Much love. We out.